What you're about to witness wasn't supposed to become one of the biggest airport moments of the year. It started like any other ordinary day in London until thousands of eyes suddenly turned toward one single arrival gate. Within minutes, phones were raised, security rushed into position, and the atmosphere changed completely. Nobody expected the scene to unfold this fast. The excitement, the emotions, and the overwhelming reactions left even longtime fans speechless. But what really happened the moment BTS stepped into Heathrow? And why are the videos from that arrival spreading across social media at an unbelievable speed? Stay with us until the very end, because the full story behind BTS's unforgettable arrival in London for the ARIRANG World Tour is even more surprising than the viral clips everyone is talking about. The moment the first videos began appearing online, fans around the world realized this was far more than another celebrity airport arrival. Every new angle captured a different piece of the story. From the arrival hall to the terminal exits, the energy inside Heathrow Airport kept building with every passing second. It was no longer just about a famous group landing in London. It had become a moment that thousands of people wanted to witness in real time. Crowds had already gathered long before the members appeared, many carrying handmade banners, light-colored signs, and cameras ready for the first glimpse. Some had traveled for hours while others had waited through the night, hoping for a single wave or even a brief eye contact. As the anticipation grew, every movement near the arrival gate caused another wave of excitement. The atmosphere became increasingly emotional, making it clear that this concert weekend meant much more than music for countless fans. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. As BTS walked through the airport together, escorted by security, the mood inside the terminal shifted almost instantly. Cheers echoed through the hall. Hundreds of phones rose into the air at the same time, and every available camera tried to capture a perfect angle. Social media users watching from different countries immediately noticed how synchronized the reactions were. Within minutes, countless clips from different perspectives began spreading online, allowing fans worldwide to experience the arrival almost as if they had been standing there themselves. What made the scene even more remarkable was how each member maintained a calm and composed presence despite the overwhelming attention surrounding them. Some acknowledged the crowd with gentle waves, while others quietly focused on moving through the terminal. Those brief gestures were enough to send another wave of emotion through the fans lining both sides of the walkway. For many, those few seconds became the highlight of an unforgettable day. As more footage surfaced, viewers began comparing every clip, searching for details they might have missed the first time. Some focused on the members' expressions while others watched the incredible coordination between airport staff and security teams as they carefully guided the group through the growing crowd. Every new upload seemed to reveal another angle, another reaction, and another unforgettable moment that had escaped earlier recordings. Outside the airport, the excitement continued to grow. Fans who had been unable to enter the terminal waited patiently, hoping for another chance to see the group before they departed. Vehicles, cameras, and cheering supporters created an atmosphere that resembled the beginning of a major international event, rather than a routine airport arrival. London was already beginning to feel the impact of one of the biggest music tours of the year. Part 2, Pre-Concert Anticipation. But what happened at Heathrow may have been only the beginning. As the hours passed, attention shifted toward Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where anticipation for the ARIRANG World Tour reached an entirely new level. Fans started wondering whether the unforgettable airport arrival was only a preview of what would happen once BTS finally stepped onto the stage. If the excitement at the airport had already reached this level, many were left asking the same question. Could the concert itself become an even bigger global moment than anyone had imagined? The excitement surrounding BTS's arrival did not slow down after the airport videos went viral. Instead, every passing hour seemed to amplify the anticipation across social media. Fan pages, news accounts, and reaction channels continued sharing new clips from Heathrow, each revealing another perspective of the unforgettable arrival. Some videos highlighted the overwhelming crowd, while others focused on the calm confidence the members displayed as they made their way through the terminal. Together, these moments painted a picture that fans had been waiting years to witness. As London prepared for one of its biggest concert weekends, the city itself began reflecting the growing excitement. Hotels welcomed visitors from every corner of the world. Nearby restaurants filled with fans wearing purple accessories, and streets surrounding the stadium became gathering points for people who had traveled thousands of miles with one shared dream. For many, attending the concert was more than simply watching a performance. It represented years of memories, patience, and unwavering support finally coming together in one place. What surprised many observers was how quickly the emotional atmosphere extended beyond the fan community. Travelers who had no idea BTS was arriving suddenly found themselves witnessing an extraordinary scene. Some paused to record the moment. Others simply watched in amazement as the airport transformed into an environment unlike anything they had expected. The excitement was impossible to ignore, and the scale of the welcome became one of the most talked about aspects of the day. Meanwhile, fans began analyzing every detail from the airport appearance. Discussions spread rapidly about the members' travel outfits, subtle interactions, and the brief gestures captured by different cameras. Every frame was replayed countless times, not because something dramatic had happened, but because even the smallest moments carried emotional significance for people who had followed BTS throughout their journey. A simple wave, a smile, or a quick glance toward the crowd became memories that fans wanted to preserve forever. Behind the scenes, preparations for the ARIRANG World Tour continued at full speed. The massive production team worked around the clock to ensure every element inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was ready. Lighting systems, giant LED screens, stage mechanics, sound equipment, and final rehearsals all moved toward one goal: creating an unforgettable experience for tens of thousands of people who would soon fill every seat. Speculation only intensified as concert day approached. Fans wondered whether new performances would be unveiled, whether unexpected stage concepts had been prepared, or whether emotional moments awaited that no one had seen before. Every rumor, every rehearsal sighting, and every anonymous report added another layer of mystery, making anticipation grow even stronger. Yet, perhaps the most powerful part of the story was the connection between BTS and their global audience. The airport arrival demonstrated that distance had never weakened that bond. Even after years of remarkable achievements, the excitement remained just as genuine as ever. The emotional reactions seen inside Heathrow were not manufactured for cameras. They reflected years of shared memories, music that had crossed languages and cultures, and a relationship built through countless unforgettable moments. Still, many believe the airport welcome was only the opening chapter. Because once the stadium lights finally dimmed, once the music echoed across London, and once BTS stepped onto that enormous stage in front of thousands of fans, the world would discover whether the emotional scenes at Heathrow had merely been the calm before an even greater moment that no fan cam could fully prepare anyone for. Part 3: The Countdown. As the countdown to the first concert night entered its final hours, the atmosphere across London became almost impossible to describe. What had started as an unforgettable airport arrival was now evolving into something much larger. Every cafe near the stadium, every train heading toward North London, and every corner where fans gathered seemed to share the same energy. Purple outfits, light sticks, handmade banners, and excited conversations transformed ordinary streets into a celebration long before the first note of music had even been played. The viral airport footage continued gaining momentum across multiple platforms. New clips surfaced almost every hour, each offering another glimpse into the remarkable welcome BTS had received upon landing. Some recordings focused on the sheer number of fans who had gathered despite the early schedule. Others highlighted the professionalism of the security team, carefully guiding the members through an increasingly emotional crowd, while allowing the arrival to proceed as smoothly as possible. For fans who had followed BTS for years, the Heathrow moment represented something deeper than a celebrity greeting. It symbolized another milestone in a journey that had connected millions of people across different countries and cultures. Every comeback, every tour, every achievement had strengthened that connection, and now London was becoming the next unforgettable chapter. Meanwhile, excitement inside Tottenham Hotspur Stadium quietly reached another level. Production crews continued making final adjustments to every detail. Massive LED displays stretched across the stage. Lighting rigs were tested repeatedly, and technicians performed one final inspection of every effect planned for the opening performance. From above, the stadium looked calm, but beneath that calm surface, thousands of moving parts were coming together for one of the most anticipated concerts of the year. Outside the venue, fans continued arriving hours earlier than expected. Some carried flags representing their home countries, showing just how international the audience had become. Others exchanged friendship bracelets, took commemorative photos, and shared stories about the first time BTS had inspired them through music. Complete strangers quickly became friends, united by the same anticipation and the same belief that they were about to witness something unforgettable. The emotional weight of the event became even more apparent online. Messages poured in from fans unable to attend in person, expressing both excitement and hope that every special moment would be captured through live streams, fan recordings, and official updates. The airport arrival had already united millions of viewers worldwide. Now, attention shifted entirely toward what would happen once the stadium lights finally went dark. Questions spread rapidly throughout the fandom. Would there be unexpected performances that nobody had predicted? Could there be emotional speeches reflecting on the group's journey? Might the concert feature surprise stage designs or unforgettable collaborations that would dominate headlines the following morning? Every possibility fueled even greater curiosity, ensuring that fans remained glued to every update. Perhaps the most remarkable part of the entire story was that BTS had not yet performed a single song in London. Yet, they were already dominating conversations around the world. Their arrival alone had generated countless reactions, proving that anticipation itself had become an event. Few artists could transform an airport terminal into one of the most talked about moments on social media. But for BTS, that level of global attention had become part of their extraordinary legacy. And then, just as excitement seemed to reach its highest point, new reports began circulating from around the stadium. Fans who had positioned themselves near the venue claimed they were witnessing unexpected activity behind the massive stage. Additional staff members appeared to be moving quickly between restricted areas, while production teams carried equipment that had not been seen during previous rehearsals. No official explanation was given, but the mysterious preparations immediately sparked another wave of speculation. Suddenly, the biggest question was no longer about the airport. Everyone wanted to know what BTS had prepared behind those closed stadium doors, and whether London was about to witness a performance that would redefine the entire ARIRANG World Tour.